Here with head coach Mark Miyashita after the Griffs' 15-13 setback to Marist. Coach, as always, to start with your overall thoughts on today's game.
It was a situation where the guys could have just, mailed it in and, knowing that we didn't have anything quote unquote to play for. But the last couple of days of practice, the guys have really rallied and wanted to try to send out the seniors in the best way possible. Obviously, coming up a little short on the scoreboard is tough, but knowing that we as a collective group put probably our most complete effort of the season together, that's something to hang your hat on.
It's going to be a long time before you get to go back on the field in a regular season game. But what does that feeling give you, moving forward here? Like you said, obviously wanted to give the seniors a proper send-off, but for the guys who will be back next year, playing a game like this today, where like you said, the score doesn't maybe reflect what you wanted, but the effort was there and some signs of that this group can do this when they put it together.
Yeah, I think it shows the ability that we can have if we compete and we do the things that we're asked of the right way. Plenty to clean up and get better at, but I think it shows that you're the number 2 team in the conference. You went toe to toe for 60 minutes with them.
And Marist Canisius games would, if not nothing, they're high scoring affairs. Definitely the way it went today. How did you like your team's ability to hang in there and throw some punches offensively? I know at times goal scoring this year has been an issue.
Yeah, I think in the second half there, we were able to rally ourselves down 3 going into the third quarter, and getting a couple and kind of climbing back into the game was huge, and finding some different ways to score today from different guys was awesome, and it was a really good balanced attack, and hopefully that can just show guys the light and use it to our advantage as we regroup and start to think about next year.
All right, Micah Hansen goes out in Micah Hansen fashion. 24 face-off wins, sets a single game program mark for face-off wins in a game. What did you see in his performance today?
Just what you expect, right? We had it for 4 years, and Micah doing Micah things, and just so proud of him, and it's just awesome to see one more record on the way out. So love our seniors, and gonna miss them.
I know you're getting emotional, so I don't want to give you I don't want to make that even worse here. But do you take a minute here to talk about that group? Obviously, a special group of guys here. Last game today, and like you said, I thought a fitting tribute to give them one last run there and give everything you guys had today on the field.
Yeah, just tremendous group of young men. A lot on their plate this year of having a bunch of freshmen and sophomores, heavy on the roster, and leaned on them to help guide this group that, really has to learn what college lacrosse and the ins and outs of college athletics is all about. And they've done a tremendous job. And again, like I said, I love them. I appreciate them. And, can't wait to see the great things that they're going to do in each of their collective lives.